So I was taking a little trip down memory lane and thought I would just record some things just because probably no one else is ever going to read this cute little book I have in my closet. So this is from my first year teaching in inner city Fort Worth, Castleberry. 8th grade English. I had quite a group of students. It was quite interesting. So my first day, I decided that I would just start writing down things, each day that happened. Try to write good things, because it was a little scary. The first day of school, the thing I wrote was, "Is it too late to back out now?" Second day of school, "How about now?" It was pretty bad. Okay, so then the next week in August, one of my students was writing his list of 10 good things and bad things in his life. And he wrote that his elephant died. I said, "What?" And he explained that it was his stuffed elephant. Still not sure how it died, but okay. Glad it was just a stuffed elephant. Okay, so then we move on to September. I'm just reading some of the highlights here. Not sure what was exciting there. Don't know why I marked that page. We'll move on. September 16th. I just cannot take A. I'm gonna just use letters instead of names for confidentiality's sake. Even though these kids are like 800 years old now. I couldn't take A anymore. I sent him to the office and he came up after class and apologized. I started crying. Ugh, I was such a wuss. And he gave me a hug. That's nice to know he cares. And then another student asked me if I was going to homecoming with him on Friday. Once again, something that probably would never happen now because I'm 800 years old. Another student, remember, this is September, another student started whistling "Oh Christmas Tree" in the middle of class today. And then C, a student, calls me Mrs. Carbauble, so I called him Bart. The next day, I gave fireballs to my 8th period every time they answered a question correctly. This student named C looked at me and said, "Look, I'm all bloody, miss." They all called me miss. I was not miss anything. I was just miss. "Look, miss, I'm all bloody." He had smeared fireball over his face. This is an 8th grader. He was proud of this. He'll never, so I wrote, "He'll never get another fireball from me." Okay. Oh, September 30th. This is kind of funny. We had a fire drill today, 8th period. I mean, really? On a Friday, 8th period, and you pick a fire drill. Come on, Mr. Principal. So JR climbed inside of the dumpster. And this is what I wrote. I wonder how many brain cells he's already killed at age 13. It's a valid question, honestly. Like, this kid did some serious drugs. It was clear. Even to innocent old me, I could tell. Okay, so then in October, we have Dean. Now this is a teacher. Put a hamster in the hamster ball and it left the room. Not good. The hamster was spotted by the custodian and brought back to the room. The custodian was not happy. You know why? Because custodians are trained to kill these kinds of things. And here we are having them as pets. Oh, this is sad. Not everything's funny, sorry. One of my students is cutting herself to make the pain go away. I dealt with her all year, and she did get better, and I still keep in touch with her now. She's still 800 years old. Okay, so finishing up October, and then we'll stop for today. I love this kid, Mr. A. In the middle of class says, "Miss, this marker is making me dizzy." "Then stop sniffing it," was my reply. He also made a sculpture of a hand flashing the finger using the spiral from his notebook. How talented these children are. Then Mr. S., another student, chose to make farting sounds in class today, so I just put him out in the hall. Oh, that's a big no-no. We don't do that anymore. He kept slamming himself up against the door, looking into the window, saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I can still see his face plastered against the window. The precious girl who was cutting on the next day was absent all day. You know why? Because there was an X-Files marathon. I guess that tells you how old I am. But I just thought that was so silly. Okay. So October 31st, awesome day to be teaching. One of my students that started the year and went away for a little while, like to camp. He told me that he was in a mental hospital. They're very honest at this age. I love it. Where he was locked up. They kept everything locked, and we could only wear white. My thoughts on that were, great, thanks for sharing. It's good to know that my sarcasm has always been there. I thought I had just kind of gotten bitter with age, but it's always been there. So I will share more at a later date, but until then, sleep well and have a good day. Bye.